How's it going, guys? My name is Ochuko from the Undergrad Experience, and today I'll be talking about going to college or not. Hopefully, I can help answer some questions on if this is the right decision for you. If you haven't been following, you can go on the website and check out the blog. We've been talking about this a little bit, and we're just trying to get a better idea of what does it really mean to go to college, and is this an experience that's going to be worth your investment? Investment here is the key word because you're going to be putting a lot of time and a lot of money into this experience, which is college, getting a college or a college degree, and an investment, a good investment. You have to get something back in return for that, and you can put your money into anything. Doesn't mean it's going to be a good investment, and college is one of those things. So here are some few things that can help you out decide with this help you out with this decision. So, two things you need to consider. The first thing is, what is your goal? And is college the right way path? Is college going to help you get to that goal quicker or in some way? Is college going to help that? And if not, this is the very first thing. If it's not going to really help, then you can just forget about college. College isn't the right place for you. And one of the best examples I give is most people, I feel like they just want to make money. Traditionally, that's what college was for. You go to college so you can get a good education and then you can go get a good job and make a good salary. That model doesn't really work as well anymore because a bachelor's degree, there's sort of an inflation with higher education. Just having a bachelor's degree is not as valuable as it was anymore. You've heard the stories. A lot of people who graduate with a bachelor's degree and then they go on back to their hometown and they are working at a McDonald's or they're having a hard time finding a job. So that's not really gonna the degree doesn't really give that much value anymore. So if your reason for going to college is because you want to get a good job and make some money, I say you stay away from this because this is, depending on how hard you work, on average it's 4 years. All right, you can get it done earlier. Some people it takes longer if you're out partying, do whatever. But 4 years, that's 4 years of your time. Time is the most precious asset you have. All right, forget about everything. That's the most precious asset you have. 4 years gone doing this. It's a great experience, don't get me wrong. You're learning a lot of things, but that's 4 years of commitment. Next, we have to talk about the price. College is expensive, all right? And it's not getting any cheaper. More money is required now to get a degree. And not only that, there's not really a lot of incentives. The government's taking away a lot of incentives for you to go to college. Tuition is high. The average tuition costs around maybe 80,000 total. That's $80,000 that you can invest in something else. And find out whatever else it is you want to do. So if you want to make money, my suggestion is that you find a different route. With technology the way it is right now, it's so simple to make money. Like making money is not that difficult. And people are like, oh well, you're saying that why aren't you a millionaire then? Well, that's not the point because my goal is not really to make money. It's not because of a noble thing. I just have a different target in mind. But if simply you want to make money, I shouldn't say simply, if you just want to make money, there's many other outlets to do this. YouTube, online marketing, things like that. I'm sure you guys can list off 10 people who've just blown up. Vitali from making pranks. People are just doing the simplest thing, posting it on YouTube, gathering a following, and making money off of that. So you can spend, compared to $80,000, you can spend $2,000 getting some equipment and finding a way to create some following and make some money from that. Now, if you want to go to college, there's some things where you specifically need a degree to go to. Now, my dream was to work in the healthcare field, and I'm glad that there's a process that you need to go through schooling to do this. You just can't let anyone who, yeah, they're a great person. They want to do this with all their heart, but you have to go through the process to make sure you're well qualified. So, in order to do that, no matter how much you want to work as a healthcare professional, you cannot make it unless you go through the specific process. And there's specific degrees and specific careers where if you do not have the education, the degree, there's no way you can work in that field. If that's your dream, then definitely that's something you should pursue. Then getting that degree. Engineering is one of those. Being a lawyer, some of these things where you need that degree, the bachelor's or whatever is required for the doctoral program. If you want to be a researcher, something like that. Now there's other professions where you don't necessarily need a degree to go into. It's not bad, but it's just you can learn things on the fly. Interning is more valuable in some of these professions. It's more about who you know and things like that and your skills and what your portfolio looks like. So if you have a nice portfolio, you have the right connections, you can easily blow your way through and rise to the top and do really well in your in that field compared to someone who goes through the schooling process, like photography. Back in the days, you could that was a major. I think it's still offered, but really, who's taking a photography major? And this is no disrespect, because I love photography. This is no disrespect, and I love the craft. But if you want to simply just take pictures and be a photographer, you can learn on your own. I'm a self-taught photographer, and a lot of people, it's so crowded these days. Everyone is taking great pictures, and really that's a feel about who you know who in that field, in that area, that can get you to the next level and make you successful. But yeah, so pretty much what it boils down to with making a decision for going to college is, what is my end goal? If you just want to make some money, that's not the best reason to go to college. It's a lot of investment, time and money, and the return is not guaranteed. You're going to be in debt, and it's not guaranteed you're going to get good work. So you can just avoid the debt, and go work at wherever else it was that your bachelor degree counterpart might end up, and just make some similar money. If you're going to a field like engineering, you get your bachelor's degree, you're going to be making a lot of money, and there's a demand for that. It's all about supply and demand. If there's a demand for your field, you will most likely get a high-paying job. But if you're just pursuing something else just to get a degree, it's not really the best option. So go to college because it's required for that field you want to go to. And also another thing you should consider is because college is a great place. It was a great place for me. You learn so much, you meet so many new people. College life is pretty nice. I mean, you meet a lot of great people, great friends. High school, it's a lot of cliques, things like that. But once you go into college, it's a whole new experience. If you want, you can redefine yourself, whatever it is you want. You can really blossom into who you are, and you just have a lot of stimulating people around you that helps with that process. And that's another reason why I think college is like super worth it. But yeah, so go online, check out the discussion we're having on the undergrad, the undergradexperience.blogspot.com, and join in on the conversation. Following this, we're going to be speaking about actually investing. Stay tuned for that. I think that's going to be great, and I think it's something that's unfortunately missed with a lot of young people. So I'll just give like a quick 30 on that. All right. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, please go on the website, the undergradexperience.blogspot.com. The link is there. Join the conversation. We're always talking about things to kind of enrich the experience of the undergraduate. I post different tips and tricks and things from my experience, and hopefully that helps out, help enrich your experience as well. That's what the undergrad experience is all about. All right.